Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic on Board Game Geek, bringing you episode 2 of our playthrough of Escape the Dark Castle. In our first episode, we took the Mason, the Fletcher, through the depths of the dungeon trying to escape the castle that we have been falsely accused of a crime and imprisoned in. And we're going to try and get out of there. We've gone through the majority of the deck. We just have several more rooms to go before we have to battle our way past the big bad guy and see if we can survive. We're actually doing pretty well so far, though. This is a tough game and hard to win. We're doing okay. We're managing to survive. So we have had the Mason going first. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in review. If I did make some mistakes from the previous video, I haven't been able to correct them, but I probably didn't because this is a pretty straightforward game. Anyway, we are going to continue as the first player with the Mason, and we're going to dive into our next room. So he's going to lead the way through with the Fletcher. We're going to see what happens. What do we get? Well, we stumble in this room. Oh man, that looks like a bad trap. Somebody's dead laying in the hallway. From the darkness ahead, an arrow whistles past your ear. Before you can react, another buries itself in your shoulder, and you slump against the wall in agony. You lose 2 hit points. Well, we got a rotten shield, but we don't have it equipped, so we did actually lose 2 hit points. That puts us down to 11 hit points. Cautiously creeping along the passage, you find a man's body riddled with arrows. There's no sign of the attackers. So you check to see if he was carrying anything of value. Draw an item card. So we took some damage from some... They were shooting at him, apparently. Went through the hallway and hit one of us. A splintered spear. During combat, when you hit, you also block. That is pretty interesting, but it's a two-handed weapon. I don't have a space for a two-handed weapon. I just don't. I could put that in place of the daggers, but I like the once per round of combat. When you hit, you may attack the same enemy again. That's pretty nice. But also blocking is pretty nice. I could do... all I'm carrying is the knapsack. The daggers are two-handed. I could put those in the backpack. I'll put this in the backpack. That means my backpack can hold... How many items? You may carry 2 additional items. So I can't actually carry that. I guess I could. It says 2 additional items, right? So I guess I can. I'm going to say I can. But that's it. So we found this spear. We're not using it because the Fletcher has an item, the replication stones, which is really good. Whenever you roll a single, it counts as a double. That's pretty powerful. Okay, Mason is not going to lead the way. The Fletcher is going to take the charge. She's going to lead the way into the next room and see what happens. That doesn't look good. Some kind of crazy bull-looking creature in the room. The smell of manure is thick as you enter the chamber flanked by wooden animal stalls. An agitated beast of burden has broken free of its pen and now blocks your way. It's cornered. Mighty horns ready to gouge anyone who gets close. Begin combat. Combat special. Each round when it attacks, this creature deals an additional 1 hit point of damage to any player who hit it. Okay. Well, we want to try and kill it fast. So we know that we're going to have one of these symbols. And then we're going to have 2 other chapter dice per player, which are going to be all of these. Well, here's what we're going to do in this first round. We are going to have the Mason rest because the Fletcher can probably do this thing all by herself at this point. So we're going to do that. So she goes in to attack it. The Mason slumps up against the wall and tries to pull the arrow out of his shoulder. That's going to put him back up to 12 hit points. And then we're going to roll the Fletcher's die on the attack against this beast. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The thing she didn't need to roll. So she did not do damage to it, so she's going to take 2 points of damage. Let me see. Liquid luck. Discard to reroll a character die. I think we're going to do that. We're going to discard her liquid luck. She has this. Discard to reroll character die. You must apply the results. Let's reroll. Wow, same exact thing. That's bad. So we took 2 points of damage. She's now down to 11. That was about the worst. Oh, wait. I got their dice backwards, guys. Hold on. We're going to have to restart that. I had the wrong die. No wonder it said Mason on it. It's supposed to be the Fletcher's die. Okay. Anyway, let's start that over. We're going to go back with the liquid luck. We're going to start again. We're going to roll her die. No wonder it wasn't rolling right. Well, same thing happened. So we're going to use the liquid luck again. Just not the same symbol, but same problem. And then we roll again. What do we get now? Okay, finally, she does take out one of them. She did damage it, so that means she's going to take... But remember, when you roll a single, it counts as 2 singles of the same trait, so that means we get rid of 2 of these. That is fantastic, but she takes 1, 2, 3 points of damage, because remember, she did damage to it, so when she took damage, she took 2 plus the 1 for that. Okay, and then we're going to re-roll again. We got one more roll. She's going to stick with it in place of the Mason. The Mason might as well join her this time, see if we can get him. Let's roll and see what we get. Well, he blocked, which is good, but we killed it anyway, so boom. Beast is gone. Fletcher gets her die back. He gets his die back, and we get to draw a new item card. A Rusted Flail. Once per round of combat, when you roll Cunning, you may roll again and choose which of the two results to apply. Okay. That's pretty good. She'll just take that as a weapon. There's no reason not to. It's a one-handed weapon, so she can take that and have her replication stones. And we defeated the Beast of Burden. Okay, leading into the next room is going to be the Mason, because the Fletcher took a little bit of a beating on that one. Let's see what we get. Uh-oh. Looks like some skellies. Okay, this passage takes you past a dark, unlocked cell. From inside, the sound of bony hands clutching steel is unmistakable. As a group, choose one option, then begin combat. Charge at them. They're going to be a lot weaker, or we get two. I think we're going to lure them out, because we got quite a bit of ability to kill these things with strength. So these two are going to go there, and then we're going to have two more dice. Let's see what we get. Okay, we'll get 3 fists and that. So, okay, so right. So what we're going to do first time out is she's going to rest, so we can get her back up to 11, and the Mason is going to go in and attack with his dented daggers. Let's see what he can pull off. Well, he rolled poorly. Wow, that was a whiff for him. So we did take the lure, so he's only going to take 1 point of damage. He does not have a shield out. Once per round of combat, when you hit, see, we did not hit. So, okay. So we're going to go into the next round. I think we'll use both of them now. They're both going to go in and attack. Okay. The Mason did, in fact, hit, so he's going to get to roll again. And while she did succeed a hit, she also blocked. She will not take the damage. So we're going to get rid of this. Mason is going to take damage right now, but he's going to roll again. He gets rid of this. That is good. But he does take a point of damage. He's down to 10. She got rid of this and did not take any damage, so we're okay there. Got one more die to go. Mason will jump in. They'll both jump in and attack the thing. Wow, we failed on both sides, so they both are going to take a point of damage. Mason is down to 9, and she's down to 10. Let's go again. We should be able to kill it. Come on now. Alright, there we go. The Mason killed it. She defended against it. It's dead. These guys go away. We gain a new item. What do we get? A cracked axe weapon. One that's two-handed. Man, we're going to get... In combat, roll a chapter die along with you. No, we're going to dump that. We got two-handed weapons already, so we do not keep that item. Okay, let's continue on now. Give them back their die. I think the Fletcher is going to lead the way in. She is still a little healthier than the Mason right now. And she does have a pretty good weapon. We've got to remember to use it. Okay, this doesn't look good at all. We're getting close to the end of this, too. A skeletal form lies slumped in the corner of this dark chamber. Beneath the dust of ages, it still clutches a moldering map. As a group, choose one. Move on. Something isn't right here. Turn the next chapter card. 2. Steal the map. Nominate a player to roll 2 wisdom. Oh, this is not our good stat. In 3 attempts. Success, the map leads you to a hidden cache. Draw 2 item cards. I think we're going to take the route. We have enough items. We're going to take the option to move on and just bypass it. Okay. And we would have had to fight something, so we didn't. We're good. Okay, let's move on. The Fletcher is going to lead the way again to this. At the end of a winding passage, a wooden chest covered in cobwebs is protected by a gauntlet of vicious-looking traps. As a group, choose one option. Move on. It's not worth the risk. Turn the next chapter card. Risk. Nominate a player to try and retrieve the items from the chest. They roll cunning in 1 attempt and may try this as many times as there are players. For each success, draw an item card. 2 on a double cunning. Yeah, well, she might as well. She's the cunning master, right? And so let's roll. See what we get there. We do. Okay, we did not get a cunning. So what happens? Failure. The nominated player loses 2 hit points. I think that's going to be it. We're not going to do that again. Well, whenever you roll a single, yeah, it doesn't matter. So we're going to then bypass it. Okay, that's it. We're already hurting. We're going to have to fight the big bad boss in 2 more cards. Okay, what do we get next? She's leading the way again, by the way. Several armed figures spring from the shadows and attack. You become separated, and each other must fight alone. Roll a chapter die in front of each player to represent the muggers attacking you. However, the muggers want your items. Players carrying 2 items roll 2 chapter dice instead of 1. Begin combat. Combat special. Each time a player would take damage from a mugger, they may avoid it by discarding an item. No player can rest until the muggers attacking them are defeated. They must then either rest or help another player. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to roll one. This is going to be the one in front of the mason. Great. Cunning. That's not what we wanted to see, is it? And then the one in front of the Fletcher is cunning as well. So we're probably going to be able to defeat them pretty easily. Let's start with the mason and see if he can defeat these guys. He's got the dented daggers, so it's not going to help him much, but we'll see what happens there. Double fist, but we did block, so we took no damage. Then let's go with the Fletcher. And the Fletcher not only blocked, but she killed it. So she can now, I think on the next turn, she's going to attack the muggers with the mason. So we're just going to roll both their dice and hope that they can kill it. She did. She killed the muggers. We didn't lose anything. We got rid of the muggers. We get to draw an item. Maybe it's a healing item. The Fury Shard. Once per combat, when you roll a double, you may roll again and apply both results. Might be worth bagging these dented daggers and keeping this with the Rotten Spear right now. I think we're going to do that. We're going to bag the daggers. We're going to bring the spear, the rusty shield, the rotten shield, and the Fury Shard out. Those are better. We got the daggers and the spear in the backpack. Okay, here we go. We got 2 more cards to go, folks. Let's see what we can get done here. Last of the big cards. Uh-oh, it is a creature. You sense something strange in this chamber. There is a sudden drop in temperature and the air grows still. Then you see it. As a group, choose one. Flee. The specter steals part of your soul and you lose 2 hit points. Fight. Begin combat. Combat special. You are terrified and any might you roll. This chapter has no effect. Well, then how do we kill it? We'd have to change the die. We'd have to change it. It wouldn't have any effect. I think we're going to have to flee as a group and take 2 hit points, right? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So that puts the mason down to 7, and she's down to 6. Ouch. And so now the mason and the Fletcher are about to go into the boss. Do not read until you have completed the last chapter card. This is it. You have reached the final challenge. One obstacle stands between you and freedom. Turn over now. This is going to be really bad, guys. You know that, right? The Shapeshifter. I can assume the form of your greatest fears. Doubles only score single hits against the Shapeshifter. At the end of each round, the Shapeshifter has not been defeated. It changes form. Reroll all its remaining chapter dice. Wow. Okay. So we're going to have 2 strength, 2 wisdom, which hopefully will change, and then 2 more chapter dice, which are going to be another strength and a cunning. Okay, we have to do some serious fighting. We're going to go in. Now, I had to go in already with the Fury Shard. I already had it picked, so we got the Rotten Shield and the Fury Shard. Remember, once per combat, when you roll doubles, you may roll again and apply both results. Pretty good. Then we got the Replication Stone and the Rusted Flail. Once per combat, when you roll cunning, you may roll again and choose which of the 2 results to apply. Okay, let's roll and see what we get. All right, well, this is actually not bad at all. We've got the mason rolled 2 fists. Boom, gone. And that means we get to, when we roll, once per combat, when you roll doubles, you may roll again and apply both results. So we're going to roll again. And another one, so we took care of all these. Unfortunately, he did not take damage. She took 3. 1, 2, 3. That is not good. And then that is going to be the end of that combat round. Now, here's what happens. It says, reroll all remaining chapter dice. So all these are going to get rerolled. What do we get? We get 2 might and a wisdom. So, and it doesn't say we can't rest. So she's going to sit it out and rest, which will put her up 1 more. And that just means the Fletcher is the only one attacking this turn. Let's see. Let's see what he gets. Oh, look at that! 2 fists. We're going to win, guys. I've heard this is a hard game too. We got rid of both those and defended. So we didn't take any damage either. Boom. Alright, and I think for the last one it's going to re-roll this die again. Oh, and it's a might, so you know what? Fletcher's going to rest. And oops, we didn't succeed that time. So he will take 2 points of damage. He's down to 5. Okay, let's roll again. I think she'll come back in now for a round. She can take 3 hits. We got to re-roll that. Oh, good. It's a cunning. That's good because that's her ability. And she rolled a cunning and a defense. We killed the shapeshifter. Actually won the game. Unreal. Best luck I've had in a long time, guys. Alright, well that was a basic run-through of Escape the Dark Castle. Again, very basic run-through. Nothing crazy about it. We just did the very basic game. But that was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that. It's nice. It's like not to be taken seriously. You sit down, you go a little crazy, fight some stuff, and see if you can survive the randomness of the Dark Castle. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure type thing. But that's that, guys. So, you know, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate it. That was a quick playthrough, only 2 episodes. We're probably going to do some more of this, but we'll see what else we got going on right now. There's plenty to talk about. So I will see you in the next episode of whatever. So thanks for watching. Maybe the next one I'll do is one of the expansions. We'll see how it goes. But I appreciate it, and I'll talk to you very, very soon. Hope you enjoyed our playthrough with the Mason and the Fletcher. They did pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. We got through 15 cards, guys, and 1 boss, and 16 cards, 1 boss, and this. I think that we got some good items that I think really helped us. It doesn't always go that well, you know. But those were pretty good items that we got there. So, and we got a lot of potions that we used them. We were pretty hurt. I mean, we weren't in the best shape. If things had gone a little bit south on us, we could have very easily, just as easily lost it. I mean, look at our hit points were 5 and 5, so 2 hits to either one of them, and that would have been just about it. So, guys, thanks again. I do appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to our next playthrough of something. So take care, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Bye-bye.